there! My name is Amy Anderson from Amy Anderson Health Coaching and creator of the Get Real Family Project for a Wholly Healthy Life. And I am so excited that you are here because we have something very important to talk about today. And that is being moms, busy ones especially. What is our number one responsibility? Well, that's easy, right? Our kids and our family, right? Number one. I'm sure we have a billion on the list, but that's number one. Number one responsibility is keeping them alive, first of all. First and foremost, keep them alive. Secondly, keep them healthy, right? And happy within reason, right? Because, that whole happy teenager thing can be a little bit of an oxymoron, but we can do our best. And to help them grow into well-adjusted, productive members of society, right? So that is our job as busy moms. So how do we do that? Well, naturally, we want to provide a nice, healthy environment for them to grow up in. We love them, we take care of them, we, meet their needs the best that we absolutely can. And number two, well, you need to take care of yourself, or we need to take care of ourselves as moms too. And this is the one that kind of gets let go sometimes, but it happens to be equally important. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a flyby here. Because, well, if we're not healthy and running on all cylinders, it's very hard to keep up with everything that goes on, right? So, there's a lot of things out there that we have no control over, especially after, these weekends of weather disasters, fires and floods and all that kind of stuff. And there's also a lot of health issues out there that we have no control over. But guess what? There are plenty of them that we can. We can control a lot about what goes on with our bodies by taking good care of them and bettering our chances of living a long, healthy, productive life and helping our kids do the same. So, how about this? We kill two birds with one stone, and we get everybody on the same page. So, treat your own health and wellness the way you treat your kids' health and wellness needs, and vice versa. Because wouldn't it be nice if everybody in the household had healthy habits? Wouldn't it be nice if you weren't bored or feeling lonely or deprived while you're trying to lose weight or get healthy or make those changes because you know you can do better, and you're trying to do it all by yourself and it sucks? It does. It just sucks. So let's just be real here. Wouldn't it be nice to have the energy that you need to keep up with all the stuff that goes on? Like, the stuff just never ends. Am I right? It just never ends. You're up early, you're up late, you got a billion things going on in between, and it feels like it just never ends sometimes. So the better we can get ourselves energized for that, the better off we'll get through it. And wouldn't it be nice to enjoy food without feeling guilty and actually enjoy the exercise that we're doing? Like, all of those things would be pretty fantastic. Am I right? Well, it can be done. That's the good news. So I'm here to tell you that all of these things can be done. And the best way to go about doing it is to do this as a family and to treat everybody the same when it comes to feeding yourselves and requiring yourself to get out there and move. Not just saying to your kid, you got to eat your vegetables, but I'm going to have a meal replacement shake because I'm trying to lose weight. What is that teaching anybody, right? It's not teaching you anything. It's definitely not teaching them anything. So if we all get on the same page, we're all eating the same food, even the same snacks, right? If you are avoiding some kind of snack that's in your house because it's not good for you or because it's going to make you fat, guess what? It's probably not good for your child either. So let's get everybody on the same page. You're buying the snacks, you don't buy that snack anymore. They complain about it, they always do. But you know what? You give them an alternative. Here are some other options that are better that we do have in the house, and eventually they'll get used to it. So I really am just like, I'm pretty gung-ho on this topic, as you've probably figured out. So that is why I, of course, created the Get Real Family Project, because I just truly believe that it's family wellness. There's like, dieting shouldn't be a thing anymore. Okay, you feel fat, you feel gross, and you're not fitting in your clothes and whatever. I get that, I do, but I also think that everybody needs to be on the same page, because why do we want to set our kids up for that someday? You know, they're going to go off to college, and they're going to, be living on their own, and then they're going to put a 25 extra 30 pounds on or whatever, and then they're going to be like, ugh, I need to go on a diet, I feel terrible, I have no energy. Let's just create an environment where everybody has the tools, whether they choose to use them or not. There's only so much you can do with that when they get out of the house, but they will have the knowledge and they will have the background, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to fall back on that when the time comes, because they're going to feel better. So let's think about this. Now, with the Get Real Family Project, you're probably, depending on the age of your kids, thinking like, oh, yeah, that's not going to work for me because my kids are little. They're babies, they're toddlers, they're whatever. But maybe you and your husband could stand a little improvement in your eating and your exercise. So it's perfect. It's actually a perfect time to start, because then by the time your kids are old enough to participate, those things are just part of your normal lifestyle. Like, you've already done the work, and now you're just inviting them into your normal habits. It's perfect. And you don't have to go through that skipping or trying to figure out how you're going to wean them off of the bad stuff, because it won't be there to begin with, right? They'll be used to doing family activities that are physically active, all of you together, because that's just part of your lifestyle. Like, all that stuff will just be the way they grew up. I mean, how lovely would that be if all of us had grown up that way, and then the diet industry wouldn't be what it is today. And yeah, I mean, it would be a whole lot easier. So maybe you're saying, okay, well, my kids are actually too old. They're in high school and I barely see them, and they have a million activities and they're always with their friends and this and that. Well, guess what? That's not too late either, because again, you and your partner, or even by yourself, can do the activities, and they still live with you, these teenagers. It may not feel like it sometimes because they're gone all the time, but they still live there. And so they're still going to pick up on what's going on in the house. They're picking up on how you're eating now, the food that you're buying, what you're making for dinner, the fact that you're like, oh yeah, we'll go do that after I get my exercise, or I'm going to go for a run, do you want to come with me? All of that stuff is going to rub off on them, because let's face it, kids are not going to do what we say, they're going to do what we do, and we all know that this is true. So let's make our doing better the doing that we want them to do, not just listening to our words. And if your kids happen to be in the grade school, like we'll say preschool to junior high ages, that is absolutely perfect, because those kids absolutely love doing these projects for the Get Real Family Project. They're engaged, they're looking to learn, they are soaking it up, and really actually boosting you too, probably, because they get into it. I've seen the families that are doing it and they're like, yes, let's have this competition, or yes, let's see what we're gonna learn how to make this week, or what are we gonna work on, and it's awesome, because now you've gotten them excited about doing things that are good for them. Like, that is like the ultimate, you win. It's a parenting win right there. So here's my little action item for you today. I want you to sit down just for a moment here and think about what kinds of things you're doing in your household right now, as far as how you're eating and your exercise and all that plays out. If you are presently dieting or plan to be dieting sometime soon, or want to lose weight, or whatever that is, I want you to look at how you plan to go about doing it. Is it something that is going to be beneficial for your whole family, or are you going to be doing something separate from them? And if you're not dieting or don't plan to be dieting anytime soon, I want you to just look at what your, like I just said before, what your normal habits are like as a family. Are you going to sit there and say, you know what, we do eat a lot of crap, like we could totally do better, and we have a tendency to just like loaf on the couch and watch TV together when we have spare time, or like that kind of thing. I want you to think about how your family generally operates in these areas and think, what could you do better? So if you're going to be dieting or want to lose weight or something like that, like what is something that you can do, or some things that you can do to improve your eating and your exercise, but that everybody else could also benefit from, right? It wouldn't be a supplement, of course. It wouldn't be skipping meals or starving yourself, or eating a diet that excludes like half of the major food groups, right? So think about what you could do that everybody could win. It's a win-win-win-win, depending on how many people are in your house. And I want you to put it in the comments, or send me a message, or reach out in the Facebook group Moms Who Need a Minute and tell me what areas do you think you could do better with, and how can I help you, how can I support you with that, because that's what I'm here for. I'm your health and wellness strategist, and I want to help every family get healthy as a family. No more of this dieting. Let's just ditch the diet mindset altogether. I want healthy moms raising healthy kids, one family at a time. We're gonna do this, okay? So I hope that you will get back to me. I would love to hear what you're gonna work on, or what could stand some work, or maybe you don't know where to start, but that's, again, what I'm here for. And I look forward to chatting with you. Don't be shy. That's what I'm here for. Let's have a conversation, or email back and forth, or whatever you're most comfortable with, but let's get it done. Let's get started today. All right, bye.